Hi guys, I'm Henry from Shaw. Today we're going to have a quick walkthrough of the Aloha Fun Division Mid series of boards. It comes in 4 different sizes. We have 6'8", 7 foot, 7'6", and 8 foot, with the 6'8", this one here, being at 45 litres. This is like a mini mound mid-length board, so with a 2+1 setup. Really designed for and sort of aimed at that beginner intermediate, I suppose. So someone who's progressing off a soft board, so has had some lessons, or maybe got a swelly and they're just moving off that, or someone who, I mean, we've sold a lot to people who are getting these as sort of second boards for smaller days, or for days where they want to take their wife or their kids out surfing, and they want to just have a good time with it. And also a lot of ladies as well. We'll get onto that in a minute, why they're very popular with ladies. So the overall plane shape, you can pretty much see, is a very standard, nothing too amazing or life-changing going on here in terms of a mid-length board. The wide point is sort of most of the way up the board, so that gives you a lot of foam under your chest. Means that when you're paddling, your chest is out the water and you're getting the most strength from each stroke. Nice full nose, so you're not going to catch anything as you're paddling into it, and then the board really pulls in on the tail quite substantially, I'd say, for a mid-length of this sort of size, and that allows you just to do slightly better turns, and as the wave gets a bit steeper, it fits a little bit better in there. In terms of the rocker, so that's the curve of the board. You can see it's got a bit of nose rocker, so when you're paddling down the face of a wave or you're paddling out, having that nose rocker allows the board not to catch, and hopefully you don't end up going over the front of it too much. The middle of the board is pretty flat. The flatter the middle of the board, the more sort of power and speed the board has. And actually, at the same time, I found that a flatter middle section of the board just allows you to have a bit more, I suppose, forgiveness in surfing. So if you put your feet in the wrong place, or you end up standing on your knee first or whatever, having that flat section in the middle of the board does make a bit of a difference there, and just gives you a bit more sort of forgiveness and easy out as you go forward. Then into the tail, actually does have quite a bit of tail rocker, which is a little bit unusual for boards of this sort of length and this sort of shape and design, but a good thing, I think. Main idea behind that is that when you start turning, so when you put your weight on your back foot and you try and push the board round, it sits better into the curve of the wave. If you think all waves have a curve to them, an ideal surfboard would be really bent and it would fit perfectly into that sort of curve. Obviously not possible. So yeah, having a little bit of that tail rocker really does make a difference. The fin setup on this board is a 2+1. Now, don't want to get too deep and mystical on fins, but the idea behind this is that it allows you to progress a lot more, first of all. So a lot of boards at the price point end of the range, at the sort of beginner intermediate market, just have 3 normal size fins. It works great, but it doesn't give you much progression. So having a 2+1 initially gives you a much better turning force. So when you're starting to turn on a clean wave, or when you've done your first paddle, you stood up and you turn to go down the wave instead of just forward, having that big center fin really does make a big difference. And it also allows you, once you get on with the board a little bit more, you can really progress and start having a bit of fun with it, you know, putting a longer single fin in there, or really having a go with it really, and see how you get on. Now, I mentioned earlier that a lot of ladies like this board, especially in the smaller sizes. The 6'8" and the 7 foot seem to be very, very popular, mainly because you can get them under your arm. One of those things when you're walking down the beach, you don't want a board that's really like wide and you end up having to carry it on your hip or on your head. So yeah, the 6'8" and the 7 foot especially been very popular with the ladies. Just makes it a little bit easier really. Board comes in 3 different colors. So we have the blue here, which is very nice. We have the sand color and the sort of pinky orangey color, coral color I think they call it. All look fantastic. With a lovely, all the boards also have this lovely sort of wooden stringer that runs all the way through the middle. I think it makes it look really, really sharp. And at this price point, you're not really getting anything of this PU construction at anything like this sort of price point. So really, they've done an amazing job on the price, and we think that's why they're sort of very, very popular. Now, obviously, there's a lot of boards out there. It's very difficult to work out which one's right for you. We do have a big selection of surfboards, so do drop us an email, give us a call, jump on live chat, or alternatively, you can come down to our physical shop and put this under your arm and see how you get on with it. We have them all in stock, so yeah, pop down and you can see. Our shop is sort of about an hour and a half from London, so yeah, nice and close for the majority of people. But if not, we can ship these out all over the UK. We offer packages as well, so if you want to get the fins and the board bag and the leash, you can do that all on our website and get a reduced package price. But really, yeah, I think a fantastic option board, really good price, colours look great, Volume's all where you need it. You're not going to be disappointed if you get this home and go for your first surf. You're going to be catching more waves and really enjoying yourself. So yeah, that's the Aloha Fun Division Mid.